As the world premiere tour for Superman kicked off last night, we officially got our first actual reception from fans that got to see the first 30-minute that was included in the preview. So let's talk about the movie of the year and possibly the decade. So chances are that if you follow DC and James Gunn over the last couple of days, you've seen photos of James hanging out with a bunch of fans. Like, there's a photo out there of him, Superman, and Lois standing there, and behind them is like 500 people cosplaying. I mean, it's pretty great. You know, they're kicking off the big tour for the film, and like any company, they're going out there, they're doing their thing. Obviously, they got these early screenings that feature a chunk of the film. And what we learned was that the first 30 minutes of the film was screened. So now we actually have the reception to these 30 minutes. Now, I'm not going to point out any singular user or anything, but I'm just going to read some of their reactions here that I've seen online, reading through about 40 different posts. All 40 are super positive, so just be aware of that. And again, I have to do this. Remember, this is the most hardcore of the most hardcore fans. Every time we hear about something like this, it's always the most hardcore people that are at the premiere, they're invited, that are cosplaying. So take it for what it's worth right here, but know that it might just be exactly what they're saying. So let's get into it. So from the beginning to the end of the 30 minutes, one person said, "The greatest 30 minutes I've ever seen on film." Next person, "The 30-minute preview was wondrous. This might be the best thing I've seen in IMAX." Next one, "I got a chance to watch the first 30 minutes of Superman. It was amazing. James Gunn has done it. Super stoked for this one." Another reaction, "The 30 minutes left me in tears." Next reaction, "Not only was this the greatest 30 minutes of Superman ever, this might be the greatest 30 minutes of the last decade of any film to ever be put out." Next reaction, "From start to finish, absolute perfection. Nobody has done it better." Next one, "I am in awe. If the film is as good as the first 30 minutes, we got an all-time greatest film on our hands." The prerequisite is here. "This might be the best film since The Dark Knight. No, better in every way." What they have done here is crafted a piece of cinema that will stand along with the greatest films of all time. Next one, "This is Superman." That's it. That's the post. Next one, "I had no doubts, and I am glad to report that this is everything I wanted it to be and better. Cannot wait to see the full film. Film of the year, if not this decade." Okay, I'm just gonna stop right there. I think you guys get the you guys get the gist here. Yeah, this, according to these reports, this might be the greatest film of the last 10 plus years. Best interpretation of Superman ever. Absolutely flawless. From start to finish, the first 30 minutes might be the greatest thing that's ever been put on film. Man, talk about expectations to set. So, reviews are next. That's really what's next. And then we're going to see it for ourselves. Like, we got 3 weeks to go. So let's get to it. But does this hype get you any more hyped? Or are you now kind of like, hold up a second? Best film of the last decade? Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will, and if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.